little better. Good morning.
All right, let's get. What might do?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Right. How are you? Ray, morning. Morning. That's all I get from you guys. Morning. Okay. Didn't get the job on. Oh. Damn it. Tom, very sorry to hear that. Tom, question. Were you not applying for two positions? Was this the one that you mostly wanted or more wanted? Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Just cleaning off the my advice. Hate when that happens. Also, the other one isn't moving forward with my application either, as they reposted the job again. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Tom, I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. That sucks. Yeah, the one I wanted is the one I didn't get. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Nick? Good morning. Tom, I'm really sorry, man. Here's, I mean, we've all been in that position to some degree. I mean, I've been in it multiple times. I know my wife has gone through that. Particularly over the last couple of years. It sucks. Hey, Tony, good morning. How are you? Anyway, hello, Nick. Rough night. Had a neighbor run over one of my... Oh, gee, my God. Wow. Oh, boy. Hey, Tony. How's the cat? And how's everybody doing? Doing okay today. Hope everyone else is also. Oh, no. Is the car okay? Tom, you're an asshole. Cat, not car. Oh my God. I don't mean to make light of the situation, but Tom, that may be one of the funniest things I've heard this year. Oh my God. First of all, I apologize, Nick. How is the cat? As I'm typing that, Nick says his cat got run over. Sorry, Nick. Yeah. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah. How's the cat? Oh. Had to go put him to sleep. Oh, so is the elderly neighbor. Yeah, I'm sure that's got to be a terrible situation. I'm sorry. Yeah, pets, man. I got to tell you. So Nick, how long have you had this cat? Because I know, like, we've never had our cats hit by anything, but just when pets like that pass away, the ones that have been with us for a while, dude, it takes a lot out of you. 10 years, that's a long time. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nick. My condolences, man. Yeah. We forget how much, we get pissy at our pets sometimes and all that for whatever they do, whether it's like potty training them, like Tony's going through right now, or what have you. But in the end, we they're important parts of our lives. Hey, what's going on, Edwin? How are you this evening? Why I only have indoor cats? Yeah, all the same here. Yeah, we had a couple of our cats earlier. Tony, you might have experienced this. I don't remember how long ago you started in this, but we've had one of our oldest cat in this house escape a few times, 2 times, and once for like almost 2 weeks. And I got to tell you, it was devastating. And the same. It's like our cats stay indoors for exactly that reason. I mean, we're in a busy street, so yeah. Sorry. Hey, and I'm sorry. Hope your wife's all right, Nick. Yeah. Especially like that. Let our cat outside at all. Yeah, exactly. Real quickly, guys, I'm just gonna let's see if you guys can see this. You may not be able to. I want to go over sort of like you can see the cast texturing. I'm gonna see how close I can get here and focus. You can see all the cast texturing, and it's definitely extreme, right? Too peaky and everything like that. So this is one of the parts that I just sanded. And now that texturing is a lot more refined. I'm looking at it through a camera right now. I'd say it looks like it probably needs a little bit more, but I don't want to overdo it too. It defeats the purpose. Lesson of the week. When you buy a kit, open it for parts check. A client asked me to reproduce a part that was missing from a bow kit and the kit was discontinued. Oh, yeah. Hey, good morning, Joe. How are you? That looks good. Just like it is rusted and weathered. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that color, but that's the color, I guess, of a lot of primers that go down on armor. Looks like you're holding a weird cookie. Kind of like. Morning, Joe. I'd like to get, Nick's and Ray's takes on it, because obviously they've got some other people who have some experience in welding metals or dealing with cast texturing, if this is even close to being where it should be. I'm thinking it is. But again, I don't have real world experience either. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. One of the nice things about using Bondo is the discoloration. So you can see, like, that's the original color. And then when you start sanding it down, you can see where you've actually taken things down. That's actually looking better. Still might need a little bit more. Weird, YouTube is showing everyone's handle instead of display name. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. That is kind of weird. Is that something I would have set up that way? I don't think so, but maybe. Okay. There we go. I like that. I'm going to bring this one down a little bit more too. I forgot it was Wednesday and almost missed trash day. Oh, been there. You would see on an old brake drum. Yeah. I think scale wise, I'm not sure I would do that on a car per se. Like that. I could be wrong, but I see what you're talking about. That's exactly what it does look like. In fact, what's interesting is if you did this to an entire tank, and generally the hulls of a tank are not cast, but the turrets are, at least from older tanks, if memory serves, that, yeah, this would be the color that you'd be having on that armor. That would be the primer color. Scanned that part, got rough form of it. Now asking a friend to model it properly. Yeah. I forgot it was one. It was missed that. It's probably a glitch on YouTube. Morning prepping for Granicon. Yeehaw, Mike. What's going on, Mike? How are you? Looking forward to hanging out this weekend. Okay. I'm going to bring these down. Then I'm going to start working on the hatch. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I have to scribe in some detail into this thing. I'll show you in just a second. The Bondo did eliminate a detail. Morning, Mike. It did eliminate a detail. Part of the hinge flange, I guess, was the hinge arm. That itself is missing. Okay. That's good. These are all going to get primed anyway at some point with probably Surfacer 1000 would be my guess. Is likely what I'm going to be spraying on top of these. Let me just show you real quickly, though. There is a detail I need to carve in. So there is actually, you can actually see this opening right there, the lines for it. There's like this mark. Yeah, you can actually almost see through it. That there, I just need to, I'm going to carve it open right now. That needs to be just finished. So you don't want the what they call it, the casting to look like it's covering over something, right? Because then it looks fake. So I'm going to just scribe in this detail. I'm bringing along a model kit I've been struggling with for just about 2 years now to get others builders' opinions and suggestions. It's a custom 63 Pro Street Corvette. What is a Pro Street? I know what a 63 is. I know what a Corvette is. Hey, what's going on, Peter? Kind of like Peter's name, Plastic Chamber. What's going on, Peter? How's things at home, brother? Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. There we go. Almost there. Let's take a look here. Version of a drag racing car. Oh, nice. Doing well, thanks. The coffee is helping. Coffee is good. Almost done here. And then what I'll do is I'll sand the last one down. And then we'll do, likely not going to have much more time, but I'll do texturing on this one here. And just continue to texture stuff as is necessary. But anyway, it is weird. It is Wednesday. There we go. Well, Mike, I can tell you right now, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm not sure if I can lend any advice to to what you're going to need, because I'm sure a bunch of the car guys up there will be able to help out. But I'd love to see what you got going on. So I've decided I'm going to try. I've tried a bunch of different things in the past. This time, I just decided to take something out of, and it's killing me. I think his name is Davin, the guy Natto over Rice. He's somebody I followed when I was on Instagram quite a bit, because he was doing a lot of texturing of Maquet. He's a big Maquet guy. And this was his recommendation. This is one of the things he's done. I'm not sure this is the only thing he's ever used. but this so far has created a good texture. I'll show you. I'll do this again. That's the original texturing that I put on, which is a little aggressive, right? And that's fine because it's supposed to be. And then after hitting it up with a little bit of sandpaper, you get, a lot, you get a lot lower stuff. I have no idea. Air dry. It does say I shouldn't eat it. And if I do, that I should not induce vomiting. Rinse mouth. If you feel unwell, get medical attention, just in case. I mean, I'm not hungry right now. Warning, precautions, keep out of reach of children, first aid information. There is nothing here that says how you're supposed to let the shit dry. So I'm assuming it's air dry. All right, let's scribe in the other one. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more sanding on this. And then I'm going to scribe this one. Okay. Follow him too on IG. IG is really broken these days, by the way. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I hate to put it this way. I'm very happy that I'm no longer part of that. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very happy. Let's just leave it at that. Though I do, I do miss seeing a bunch of people. Natto is one of those guys. Viroth is another one. Plastic Peon. There's a whole host of them. But look, I'm doing this because maybe okay. I'm going to try to say this in a way that doesn't sound snooty. Let me just read it. I made the mistake of buying the UV dry ones. It has excessive dry time unless left in the sun or UV baked. Yeah, this stuff dried pretty freaking fast. It was literally almost dry by the time I left the bench yesterday. But giving it 24 hours certainly helped, right? I think part of it, when a lot of us got, I won't say that. I'll say myself. When I got onto Instagram, part of it was that I wanted to show the work that I'm doing, learn a lot from other people. And then after a while, I think the amount of community involvement and you're just seeing all the posts have nothing to do with what I'm interested in. Or, I watch a lot of political stuff. I don't need to be then hit with political ads. If I decide to go surf, a website to look for a product, I don't need to be hit with ads up on Instagram. As I start seeing fewer and fewer of the things I wanted to see, that became problematic. At the same time, I found that a lot of people were kind of not on. Just fewer and fewer people that I wanted to follow were posting, or they're posting very infrequently. And yes, there are a lot of people on there who I could continue to learn from and pick up information from. But frankly, I can do that same thing with people here and people in my club. And this gives me more of an opportunity to spend the time that I have to actually be around the people I want to be around and still learn and teach. Does that make sense? So, like Peter's an example. If I have questions about scratch building, boom, Peter's my guy. If I want to talk about figure painting, about scratch building, boom, Peter's my guy. If I want to talk about figure painting, boom, I'm going to Don. If I want to talk about cars, I can start with Mike. So I've got a lot of background information. Nick's a great example of somebody who continues to just push and prod. And I'm saying that in the positive way. That's the kind of stuff that I think we can do here that I don't need Instagram to necessarily do for me. Now, are there things I'm missing? Probably. But I'm okay with that. You make sense. I don't think so, Richie, but I appreciate you saying it. What's going on, Richie? Good morning, brother. So, with that being said, look, and I'm not saying that people look, it's your decision. You want to be on Instagram or Blue Sky. And look, I'm also not posting anything on Blue Sky. This is the only social media platform that I'm currently working on. And I think the reason is this is a communication tool, a more direct communication tool, I think. And I'm not saying it's perfect, but also here's another good example. Richie, right? Richie has a good, solid core group of guys that I'm sure they always talk about how to do things, how to improve things, what's coming out, what's all that. That to me is key. That to me is key. All right, I'm going to sand this one down real quickly, and then we're going to scribe the other one. And I still want to get to texturing that hatch before I go. Had a busy morning. Now I can relax for a little. Oh, that's good. Yep, that we do. Yeah, exactly. And isn't that more important than having, 15, social media accounts and just getting bombarded and the amount of energy and time that gets into that, especially if you're, in doing it for a hobby purpose. Now, I'm not saying if you're doing it for family and stuff like that. That's a different conversation. Okay, real quickly. There we go. And I scribed out that panel. I'm going to do the same thing on this one in just a second. And then we're going to finish off these last two panels. And then we're going to start texturing the hatch. Sorry, guys, give me another second here. Yep, that we do. Anyway, anybody got anything going on today? Anything special planned? Happy to hear that Richie's day is getting a little lighter. Mike is getting ready for Granite Con. I'm already kind of packed up for Granite Con. I just have to work on my I'm going to bring the bat plane, Batman 1935 vignette. And that's kind of it. That's all I'm going to bring to the show. Tonight, modeling a magnet bracket for a commission that's supposed to be done last week, and then mount up the new whiteboard. Nice. I have that paint booth. Oops, hold a second. Ooh, there's a new post from Patriot Scale Models. Tom Warchel. Who's that? Oh, so the post made it. Excellent. So I've been trying to post more stuff on the Patriot YouTube channel. Tom Warchel, and I'm going to actually try to watch it later today because I missed his session. And Peter, I'm not sure we got yours recorded, but if you were going to do a session on scratch building, I would love to get that up on the Patriot site. And again, no pressure. I know you got a lot on your plate, but if you could do that, that'd be great. But anyway, yeah, that's great. I'm glad it's up. I'll try to catch it. Tom Warchel is one of our literally one of our star players when it comes to airbrushing. He does fabulous clean paint work. I can do that if you'd like. Peter, again, I know you got a lot on your plate and I'm not going to ask for anything, but if you could, that'd be great. And if you can't, I totally understand, but it would be a lovely thing. I subscribed. Thank you, Richie. I think kind of like you guys, we're going to try to do stuff that's very specific to, club stuff just to get people a taste of what's going on. Oh, shit. Everybody be careful there. Dwayne's here. What's going on, Dwayne? Composition has a problem with coffee or sitting still. Oh, really? So that was literally for an hour and a half, one of our guys holding his phone. So I'm sure that it's not perfect, but at least it was recorded. Or maybe a shorter reoccurring thing. Sure. Yeah, we are certainly I'm not married to any specific thing. I just want to get more content up there that makes relevant sense to our immediate local community, but also to the broader community too. But starting locally and then going out. Interaction. Yep. Why did YouTube change my name? Hate it. I don't know, but it was like that yesterday too. Right now, it seems like it's got everybody's, I guess, account name and not their, I don't know. First of all, why are there two different names? I don't get it. Okay. So we got that done. Let's see. I got a couple more minutes to get this thing finished. And then we're going to do more Bondo. And then I'll wash these parts. And then we'll get ready to Hey, Damien. I am back from a model place. Hopefully a good model place. Yeah, YouTube displaying the name the account was created with instead of display name. Just when I was starting to make sense of who I know. The good thing is I'm like, it's the pictures that kind of help a lot. Just poking fun. Sounds good. And for the most part, it's a good refresher. Oh, yeah. Tom is, dude, I got to tell you, Tom's paint work. I remember when we went to our first Patriot meeting and he brought, he had some kind of like a green painted Zaku, just some of the work that he did on it. And like all the old traditional guys are like, how did you do that? It was good. It's like, I think that's when, Tom, we both kind of affirmed that, yeah, we made a good decision. We can learn from them. They can learn from us. They're receptive. All right. There we go. Just going to hit this bottom section just a little bit. That one's done. A little bit more here. Sorry, guys. I'll be right there. There we go. All right. I'm comfortable with those now. Let's do this. Watch tomorrow. It's going to start displaying something weird. Yeah. Everybody's names get flipped. I saw something, bring an old school model. Really? See, I love that stuff. I hope I have a Palestinian flag by my name. Unfortunately, you don't. Good morning, Emma. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Put away tools when you're done. Happy Wednesday, Emma. Just like toothpaste. Actually, may need more than that. We'll see. Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the day, believe it or not. What does a chicken say to a cow? Uh-oh. Damien, I'm scared to ask what that does say. All right, we're going to be holding this by hand and hopefully, won't be any problems. Let's go to town. I'm going to start on the outside because it's the most cantilevered. Happy Wednesday, do? Is that a sacrificial brush or can it be cleaned? I clean it, but it's sacrificial. I mean, it's already been, I cut it back. It's a crappy brush. And I could experiment with different types of brushes if I wanted to. I know I've got like a long bristled one here if I wanted to try. But this one seems to be doing exactly what I need it to do. So, and what I might end up doing is rubber banding this one onto the tube just as a reminder of which one I will use in the future. I actually might put just enough out. So real quickly, it's all it is, just stippling it on. Getting good coverage. Why did the chicken cross the... Oh, Lord. What do you do? What do you do to clean it? I've got so my old thinner that I've used for airbrushing, whenever I kind of clean my airbrush out, I spray it into a jar. I'll show you in just a second. I'll probably just pull that out. I just clean it off that way. I'm assuming lacquer thinner will take care of this. It seemed to have cleaned it yesterday. Dwayne, hope you guys are all set. I know I believe you're meeting with Don later today. And probably with Brian as well. I'm very excited for you guys. I'm sure you guys are going to have a fabulous time. Dwayne, Brian Denklo, and Don Johnson are going to the Chicago Figure Model Show this weekend. And I got to tell you, I would love to go to that show at some point. I actually asked Don for a big favor. At some point in the near future, I would love to sit down with him and have him show me his technique for figure painting. As I'm getting more and more into creating stories, you need figures. And if you're going to have figures, you're going to need to know how to paint figures. Because its house is on the other side. Nice. It's almost like a classic. I love it. Thank you, Emma. You brought a smile to my face. I appreciate it. Oh, I wish I have to fly out Saturday. Oh no, my wife has a work trip that came up for Friday. Oh no. Oh man. I'm assuming that's like a last minute change. Oh, that sucks. Hey, but I get it. I know that your situation is what it is, and obviously, you know, kid arrangements and all that, totally understandable, but a little heavy on the front there, but that's okay because ultimately it's all going to get sanded down. There we go. Let's take a quick look. Yeah. There we go. Sorry. A little heavy on the front, and that's all right because it's all going to get sanded down. Later, Nick. My best to you and the family, and hopefully, I'm hoping. Again, condolences. I'm hoping everybody kind of like, things get better soon. What does the octopus say to the scuba diver in his garden? What does he say? All right. I think we're almost done here. Okay. We're just going to leave this here. Deal with that tomorrow. So right now, that's the jar I use for basically dumping in any thin paint from my airbrush. This is what so it's just lacquer thinner and goo. It smells so good. Just dump it in here. Again, I don't care about the brush itself. I just want to get all that goo off there. So just and frankly, it doesn't even matter if any, I don't need it to be clean thinner because this is not going to be the final color. So it doesn't matter what happens. And then just, there we go. Yeah, and even some of that stuff is now out of in between. So the brush is back to normal. I could live with Don and Helen. You'll get a lot of benefit just talking shop. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Don and I spoke yesterday. He called because he wanted to discuss a couple things. Well, first of all, you guys know Don's like a mentor. He's somebody I very much look up to because I think his background and understanding and what he's been, not his background, both professionally and what he's done within the scale model community, his scale model community, are things that are remarkably. He's a bright guy, and he's got a lot of good information, and he's always willing to share it. And he's a terrific person. I've never met his wife. I would certainly love to do so at some point. But yeah, he's one of those guys. What goes around the house but does not move? What goes around the house but does not move? I don't know. I'm going to take a guess and say a lawn. Maybe I'm wrong. That would be my guess. All right. I'm going to start getting ready to tune on out. So tomorrow I'll do cast texturing on the feet. And on the main body. Yes. Let's see. I'm still waiting. A fence. Perfect. That's great. Thank you, Emma. And that is true. In fact, we have one of those. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe and stay sane. Go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. It's a pretty difficult time, and it's up to us to go out there and try to improve it at the micro level. Brighten the world for somebody. Don't vilify. Don't treat them like crap. Treat them with respect and dignity and show love to people. Go out there and do good. Brighten the world. And with that, I'll be back on again tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone. You too, guys. Go out there, enjoy the day. I will catch you on the flip. Peace.